So we'll begin with our feet together, and we'll start with a traditional Tai Chi opening. Our left hand, left, is at about a 45-degree angle. Our fist is gently placed inside of our hand at about the heart level. We'll stand with our feet together and just feel yourself standing gently on the earth here. We'll step out with our left leg, reach out gently, and get into a shoulder width position as we gently exhale and raise our arms down to our sides, just gently facing forward. And just take one moment to be with yourself, to let go of everything else that's just been on your mind, and just be present here for this class, this beautiful opportunity to love ourselves more and more. We'll bring in the 3 postural elements that I have been taught. Start with the feet. Let's grip the floor gently with our toes. And you may feel yourself rock just gently forward when you do that, gripping the floor gently with your toes. Your entire foot is now on the ground, including that all-important kidney 1 point. The second postural element is we will now gently bring our belly button to our spine, and you can just feel that energy raise up into your shoulders when you do that. And the third postural element, we'll have a golden thread from that place. I don't know if any of you have ever taken ballet lessons, but that place that your teacher used to pull your head up and your chin gently tucks when you do that. Reaching toward the heavens, a golden thread reaching you toward the heaven. Foot grab, belly, the spine, and the golden thread, connecting ourselves to the earth, to that part of us that's human, and to the heavens. And let's just move gently from side to side. Just beginning to move a little bit here. You can already feel the energy growing in your hands. So beautiful. Oh, thank you for having your cameras on. I love seeing you today. This is the first time somebody has had their camera on, so I thank you. Can you imagine 18 names and pictures? Okay, I want to start right away with our Tai Chi warm-up set today to really get you moving. So we'll start with our feet together, and we will warm up our kidneys. So making circles or up and down on your kidneys, and just warming that up. And with your hands on your kidneys, now we're going to rotate our waist around our head. It's just a very, very gentle rotation of our hips. Our head stays pretty centered. It's almost as if we're going around a pole. Our legs and our head are the 2 ends of that pole. So very, very gentle rotation of the hips, gently warming up the spine. We're going about 80 to 85% here, just warming up. We do this 8 to 32 times around. I know that's a big range, right? And when I'm talking, it's very hard for me to count, so I just go on feeling. But if you do this at home, you can increase your range. And now when you're ready, let's just give a little bit more warmth to our kidneys and back and forth. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. I usually start going toward the right because otherwise I can't remember which one did I do, and then I go left. Breathing in deeply through the nose into the navel. And slowly exhaling out. Our knees are soft, nothing is rigid here. Very nice, okay. Now we'll take our right hand on our heart, just in the center of the chest, left hand on top, and just massage around. Nice massage of the heart. The king of the organs. And then we'll reverse. We'll take the left hand, put the right on, and go in the reverse direction. Nice. Okay, next we're going to widen our stance to a shoulder width stance. The outsides of our feet are about even with the edges of our shoulders here. And we're going to take our hand, and there's a dimple in your butt. You can feel that point. It's called the Huantiao point on both sides. And we'll just give that a good little massage here, standing with the feet shoulder width apart. And now holding that point, we're going to do big circles, first to the right, or it doesn't really matter. Just try to remember which way you start. And just do nice big circles. Your knees are soft, nothing is rigid. Nice big round circles all the way around. Still about 80 to 85% though. We're not looking for any kind of a burn here. Nice, and let's give those points a nice massage again. And then let's just massage the lower back a little. And going back into our position here, gripping the floor with our toes, hands in the Huantiao point. We will rotate in the opposite direction with our hips. Nice big circles. Breathing in through the nose, deeply into the navel. And a nice, slow, extended breath out. Very nice. Okay, shake that out a little bit. We will take our right hand, our left hand over, and just do a nice massage of our abdomen, our stomach, all around the navel. Oh, that feels so good. And then we'll reverse hands, left, right over, and go in the opposite direction. Very nice. Okay. Now we're going to rotate our knees. And in order for our knees not to go over our toes, the first thing I want to do is sit into a chair with my hands lightly on just above my knees on my thighs. I may have to bend over just a little bit as I rotate my knees to the right or to the left. Only do as many as you feel comfortable doing. If you're just starting and you have some knee issues, just take it really gently. Again, this is the 80 to 85%. We're not looking to extend our range of motion here, but to just get a nice loosening and a beautiful flow. Okay, now let's massage our knees, coming down the inside and up the outside. Okay, and then getting back into that position again, sitting, bending slightly forward in the opposite direction. Great, and this time we'll go down the outside and up the inside. Bringing our love and intention for healing to our knees, thanking them. Okay, now we're going to go up and over. So I'm going to stand with my feet together, toes gently gripping the floor, bringing the navel gently into the spine. My head is raised. I'm going to inhale my arms up. And then I'm going to get down to show you. I grasp my hands just gently at the top. And I pull up just a little and exhale down to one side for 10. Inhale up, gently pull up at the top, and exhale to the other side for 10. We do this 3 times on each side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Now this last time that we come up, we come all the way up, reaching up, and then just come all the way down and try to touch your toes. I really like to look at my feet when I do this. It keeps me from getting dizzy. And if you grip the floor with your toes at this point, you'll feel a slight rocking forward. And you get down a little bit further, so coming up on the inhale, and exhaling down to your toes again. Nice and gentle. Inhaling up. And exhaling down for 10. And while we're down here, we can massage our legs down, the backs of our legs. And with a cupped hand, we can gently slap from our buttock all the way down to our ankles. And then gently inhale up, raising your head first. And then exhaling your shoulders all the way down. And just feeling what you're feeling right now. I have a lot of energy in my hands. My legs feel energized. And I feel quite solidly on the ground. Just really beautiful feeling. Okay, next we're going to widen our stance in the world. So just as wide as you can. The sides of your feet are pointing, are completely straight if you can do that. If that's really uncomfortable for you, of course, you can turn your feet out a little bit. I've had severe problems. I was born with my feet like this, and I had problems all my life with my knees and my hips, walked like a duck. And since I've been doing this, my knee pain is gone, and I'm so grateful. So all I'm going to do here, if you're too wide, of course you can adjust. And if you're not wide enough, you can adjust at any point, not just in the beginning, but any time during the exercise. So we're going to inhale and just exhale down as we lunge to one side, trying to keep that knee behind the toe. And inhaling up and exhaling down for 10. 3 times on each side. You can feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh here. Inhaling up and exhaling down for 10. And be gentle. Definitely be gentle with yourself. Feel what you're feeling, not what anybody else is doing or what anybody else is saying. Just what you're feeling in this moment. Okay, inhale up and shake that out a little bit. Now at this point, being a folk dancer that I am, I like to give love to my feet. So I am just going to do a nice plantar flexion to one side for 10. Exhale down and come up on the other side for 10. Inhaling up. Exhale down. One more on each side, and this is the last one. And I thank my feet and my ankles. And do a little bit of an ankle rotation here. The other way. The other side. And this is very good prep for our next exercise. Our next exercise, our next warm-up, is I'm going to stand with my feet shoulder width apart, and I'm going to take one foot and I'm going to put it at about a 45-degree angle and bending that back knee. So all of the weight is really on that back foot. Okay? With the heel on the ground, I'm going to inhale. And I'm going to exhale down, and this is hinging at the hips. I'm going chin to toe. So this is not head to knee, chin to toe. You can really feel that stretch there. You can put one hand on your calf if you want a little deeper stretch, and you can do it comfortably. You can take the big toe with the same hand as the front foot. And then inhale up and switch. Inhaling and exhaling down, hinging down for 10. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Stick your butt out just a little bit for a little deeper stretch. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. chin to toe. And I actually did see somebody the other day get very close to having their chin to their toe. I was quite impressed. She's been doing this for a long time. Okay, let's come up and just kind of shake it out a little bit. Shaking it out. All right. Now another extremely simplistic act here. We're going to raise our shoulders to our ears for 10. So inhaling up. And exhaling down slowly. Inhaling up. And exhaling down slowly. Last time. And again, take just a moment to feel the energy that you've just freed, liberated. Such a beautiful feeling. Okay, from this position, I'm going to show you, I'm going to get to the side so you can see this well. I'm also going to bring down my camera just a little bit here. So I'm going to have one foot in front, in this case my left foot. My right foot is behind me. You can still stay forward. I'm just doing this so you can see. And I like to have my heel about centered with the back foot. I'm going to bend that front leg forward. I'm staying stable. My whole body is just staying stable as I come down. The same arm as my front leg is going to turn, and that thumb is going to go on the outside of my leg as my fingers just gently wrap around the inner thigh. And then I'm going to begin to test my shoulder here with a train motion. And then when my shoulder feels like it's ready, I'm going to do large circle swooping, scooping with my hand slightly toward my knee. If that's too much for you, you can do your circles in front as you slowly get your shoulder moving again. This has really liberated my shoulders. As some of you have heard before, I had severe fibromyalgia for 16 years. I was basically on a couch, and I couldn't do dishes. I couldn't do anything. Somebody told me to put my shoulders to my ears. I would have laughed. And now look, this is what this has done for me. So I'm going to take my right foot now, and my left foot is going to be behind. If you want to take it a little bit forward, just to the side and turn it at a 45-degree angle, that's fine as well, whatever's comfortable. Bending that front knee. Again, the body is straight. So we bend that knee. Same arm as the front leg. Going to come around. That thumb is going to go right to that IT band on the outside. Fingers around. And then I'm going to start to test my shoulder. Yes, it feels good. I'm ready. And again, if this is what you can do, this is great. This is great. And again, we do all of these things 8 to 32 times here, except for the ones that we do 3 times. Very nice. Okay, shake that out. Shake and shake. Hey. All right, now we're going to do a set of spinal twists. So I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart, and let's just stand for a moment, feeling those postural elements one more time. The toe grip, I just rocked forward ever so gently. You know, I've always been back. I saw myself dancing, and I'm like this on video. I was like, what's going on with me? Well, I'm not balanced. And so I've discovered that by gripping the floor, it's just such a fabulous thing. In fact, I wanted you to do a little experiment here for those of you who take regular Group X classes. I want you to try a squat, gripping the floor with your toes. So grip the floor with your toes here, and then go into your squat. Just do it a few times. And feel that incredible feeling. It's like, oh my God, I'm not falling backwards anymore. I'm actually squatting down, my tailbone goes straight down to the floor. Feels so good, so good. Okay, so gripping the floor with our toes, the belly button to the spine, and the golden thread, of course, holding us to the heavens. We're going to spot behind us on each side, but what I want to emphasize is that my arms are free. Just let your arms be completely free. If you want to lift up on that back foot, that is a progression. This is a great eye exercise. Eight to 32 times on each side. Letting your knees be soft, coming down in between each one just a little. I can feel the gentle relaxation and stretching of my legs, my spine, my butt, my SI joints, my neck. Such a wonderful exercise. Don't do it too hard though, especially when you're just beginning. Don't do it too hard. Really going for that 80 to 85%, you know. And now we're going to do another set of these, but we're going to look at the outside back of our heels. So I'm going to just allow my hands to just gently float as I look at the backs of my beautiful heels, gripping the floor with my toes. This is a different part of the spine, a little bit lower. Remembering to breathe in through the nose and gently out. Very nice. And I extend my breath when I exhale. I do it through a little kiss mouth, extending that breath. I don't know, twice as long sometimes, 1.5 times as long as the in-breath, and I get a very deep relaxation. It's actually the way that biofeedback breathing is done, and it's been very helpful for me. So now we're going to do just one more twist here, but we're going to do both hands at the same time. So one hand is going to be hitting the back of my kidneys with the back of my hand, and the other hand is going to be tapping my trapezius muscle. A nice tap with those cupped hands and the back of the hand on the kidney. Just give yourself a nice tap. Not beating yourself here, but give yourself a nice tap. As hard as you feel comfortable doing. Thinking about our beautiful kidneys. So grateful that they're working well. So grateful that the trapezius muscle is no longer in pain. We're detoxing at every step. Okay, let's shake that out. Maybe take a little drink of water. I'm going to do that before we start the next segment. I'm spending so much time inside, and it's quite dry. Okay, what I'd like to do now is just a little bit of self-massage. We will take our right hand, placing it in front of us, and our fingers are all on a level plane. And we're going to massage our arms up from the hand, all 5 fingers. These are our yang meridians here. And then we will turn our hand over and we will go from the shoulder to the hand. Again, all 5 fingers. And let's change hands now. Left hand out, fingers on the same plane, and coming up from the fingers to the shoulder. Turn the hand over and up. Next we will gently massage our pericardium point, which is just at the base of the top of the palm here. You can feel that indentation. Pericardium point. Very good for our heart and for our pericardium. And then the other hand. So good. And now our large intestine here, right between the thumb and the finger, and right into that bone. You can feel a tender point, massaging the large intestine. And then the other side. Nice. Okay, and then there's a break point right here on the inside, right below the crease of the elbow. And you can grab the other side as well. And the other side. Just feel around till you feel that slight indentation and tender point. Excellent. Okay, just a couple of face points that are so nice. I'll take off my glasses here. For headache, we can take our middle fingers and put them at that temple point and just massage around the temple point. If you need to wash your hands right now, feel free. I usually mention it's a good idea to wash hands before. So good for headache. And then we'll interlace our fingers, and with our thumbs, we'll put them on the inner campus of the eye here. This is excellent for our eyes, for our vision. Bright eyes point. Nice circles, or just kind of moving back and forth. Then we can take our ring finger on the sides of our nose. There's a nice indentation here. And just do some nice circles. This is the beautiful scent point. And this can clear you from sinus issues, stuffy noses, allergies. Really helps open up the nasal passages. And finally, I'm going to take a Z here, a Z, and go across my mouth to all those points. And the emphasis is the in. The other side. And now let's wash our hands and comb our face. So we're going to bring our hands together. And we're going to bring them up slowly over our head, over the back of our head, and down through this point right here on the shoulder blade. And then start again. Let yourself feel the warmth of your hands. You move over, washing your hands and combing your face. You can almost feel some magnetism there. This is the Lantiao point. Give it one more time. Bringing healing chi to our whole head, chest. Beautiful. Okay, we will finish. We will finish with 2 exercises that we do that are based on Tai Chi. The first one, I'm going to stand with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to come down. As I sink down, sitting, my whole top of my body is quite straight as I come down. And then I'm going to inhale up. My arms are going to open to the sky like a salutation to the sun. And then I'm going to come down and sink down and do it again. So I'm going to do that 8 times. Starting up, bringing the energy up and open. And then exhaling down as you sink down. Inhale up. And if all you can open is this much, it doesn't matter. That's beautiful. Don't hurt your back or pull too hard on your abdomen. And we don't do this to any kind of a count. It's to your own comfort. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Let's do one more. Inhaling up, drawing the energy up. And exhale down. This is a great shoulder opener. Right, beautiful. All right, now we will fly like wild geese, standing with our feet shoulder width apart. It's quite easy exercise. We're going to inhale, our elbows come up into our wings, and then our wrists come down as we sink down. Inhaling up, elbows up, wrists down. Picture Mount Hood, beautiful Mount Hood on a beautiful spring day. This flock will fly to her. Inhale, elbows. Exhale, wrists. One more time. Exhale down. Okay, our final move is to ground all of that beautiful energy that we have liberated today, that we have increased. I'm going to inhale up, and as I do, this is a very personal preference, I like to have my hands side by side like this. I just feel a stabilization as I push down. If you would prefer to just push the energy down, that's fine. So shoulder width apart, postural elements engaged, feet, belly, head. Inhaling up, and then gathering that chi, and then just exhaling down to the earth. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Inhaling up and grounding the healing chi into our body. That heavenly chi is healing us, and we in turn are going to heal the earth with this chi. One more time for our Divine Mother. And I thank you all so much for coming to the class. It's been so wonderful to have you here.